Yeah, what up, y'all? You know, I just left the plantation, and I just had to get this off my chest. I ain't gonna even call it. It's gonna be get it off my chest. You feel me? I'm gonna bring it back, get it off my chest. You know what I'm saying? So I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation with my partner, and we was talking and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, I see your little podcast. I see you doing your thing." I'm like, "Hold on, nigga." I'm like, "Bro," I'm like, "You obviously ain't been watching my podcast." You feel me? Because I had an episode on people calling things little that you didn't accomplish. I'm like, if you call anybody thing little, pause. 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 But if you call anybody something that they doing small that they didn't accomplish, that's being an undercover hater. It could be whatever it is. He was like, "Bruh, what you talking about?" I'm like, "Bruh, you call my podcast little." I'm like, "You don't know how much stuff I had to buy. You don't know how many cameras I had to purchase. You don't know how many SD cards. You don't know how long it took me to get to where I got to get to, all these subscribers. Well, I don't even got a lot of subscribers, but it took time. It took effort setting up the camera, learning how to do different things, doing all that." I'm like, shit, I'm like, "Bro, my shit ain't little." Pause. That shit coming out wrong. I'm like, "Bro, my stuff not small." You feel me? Pause. But y'all get what I'm saying. I'm like, that's being an undercover hater, bro. He was like, "Shit, I didn't mean it like that." I'm like, "I know it's so subtle, but I'm just like, I'm just trying to put you up on game and correct you that when you calling somebody when you call somebody accomplishment small, that's a hater. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all heard before, like, like, just say you purchased your first home. They were like, "Oh, I see you got your little house," and it's so subtle. It's so subtle. They ain't probably meaning it like that, and you probably ain't even thinking like that. But now you should be thinking like that. That's a big accomplishment. You getting your first apartment at 18. "Oh, I see you got your little apartment." Nah, bro. How my shit? Nah, that ain't no little accomplishment. That's a big accomplishment. Who doing this at 18? Who got their apartment at 25? Who got their first apartment at 30? A lot of people don't even have no apartment to stay in. A lot of people staying with their parents. A lot of people is basement warriors. You feel me? A lot of people are. A lot of people stay with their mom and their dad, their grannies, their aunts, or whatever till they 50, 60, and get a social security check. You feel me? Or something like that. So don't call somebody accomplishment little. That's a hater. That is a hater word. So calling somebody accomplishment little. I see you got your little bachelor's degree. I see you got that little job. You know how long I worked to get this job? You know how much time and effort it was to get this bachelor's? Do you know how much time and effort is to get this AA? You don't know what I had to do to get this AA. Oh, I see you got your little bins. I see you got your little bucket. So what? You know how many people don't have a car? Bruh, you know how many people do not have a car nowadays? You know how many people still ride AC? I'm from Oakland, California, so AC is our bus transportation to get around in. You know what I'm saying? People still on AC. People still on BART. And like I said, I'm from Oakland. BART is like, how can I explain it? BART is like a train car, like a New York City. You know how they got them trains that go underground? That's what we got in Oakland, in the Bay Area. It's called the BART. But you know how many people is getting on them, got to get up at 4, they got to be to work at 6:30 and got to leave the house at 4 and be on that first BART train? Now, so stop calling accomplishment little. I'm just saying, because it ain't little at all. You don't know what that person had to go through to get what they want. Some people some people doing it the wrong way. Some people selling their body to get a car. Some people prostituting just to get a car. Some people prostituting to get some money. Some people prostituting just to make it through college. So that's just an example I'm saying of people having to work to do something to get a little change. You know what I'm saying? So stop saying people accomplishments is small. That's all I'm saying. That last part didn't come out right, but all I'm saying is, man, big up people accomplishment, because ain't no telling what they had to do to get that money. Ain't no telling what they had to do to get that first crib. Ain't no telling what they had to do to get that first anything. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. It's a Cold Game Podcast. Now I'm gonna be doing these probably every day. No editing, just straight talking. This is get it off your chest. You feel me? Get it off your chest. I'm out. Deuce.